The 1970s was a legendary decade for music. From disco to punk rock, the 70s had it all. Many iconic bands like ABBA and Queen rose to fame during this era. At the same time, some magical melodies slipped through the cracks, forever cementing their creators as one-hit wonders. Today, we'll rediscover some of these forgotten 70s gems. Let's take a musical trip down memory lane. At number 1, Play That Funky Music from Wild Cherry. In 1976, the hard rock cover band Wild Cherry found themselves in a bind. Despite years of paying dues on the club circuit, few major bookings were coming their way. Wild Cherry's promoter sat them down with some advice. Add some dance and funk tunes to cater to the latest trends. There was just one problem. Wild Cherry came from a rock background and had zero experience with funk. Reluctantly, they started rehearsing some covers of funk hits, preparing to debut their awkward foray into unfamiliar territory. After hearing Wild Cherry rehearse a woefully lame funk attempt, their keyboardist stepped in. Drawing inspiration from years of classical piano training, he whipped up an original composition on his Fender Rhodes keyboard called Play That Funky Music. It had an irresistibly slick groove and gave the band some credibility. The group debuted the song that night at a club in Pittsburgh with a predominantly black clientele. Right away, the audience ate it up, raving, "Yeah, all right, white boys." From that spark came a Billboard Hot 100 chart topper that transformed Wild Cherry overnight, from a no-name band struggling for gigs into a national funk phenomenon. 2. Spirit in the Sky, Norman Greenbaum. When examining the key ingredients behind Norman Greenbaum's 1969 smash, Spirit in the Sky, one might expect some gospel singers or a southern rocker as its creator. Instead, the mastermind behind this gospel-tinged barn burner hails from distinctly unspiritual roots. Greenbaum was born to a traditional Jewish family in Massachusetts. His musical career began not behind a pulpit, but wailing on electric guitar in various psychedelic rock bands in California during the Flower Child era. Despite no formal gospel background, Greenbaum penned Spirit in the Sky as a modern take on an old gospel number. Backed by hand claps and choirs of hallelujahs, his lyrics intertwine spiritual themes with strikingly secular commentary, referencing comic books one minute and not being prepared to meet his maker the next. The odd juxtaposition somehow works. Carried forth by Greenbaum's soulful voice and fuzzed-out acid rock guitar licks, Spirit in the Sky became a multi-generational classic that sparked radio revivals nearly every decade since. 3. I Love the Nightlife, Alicia Bridges. Disco's shining era brought glitter balls, bell-bottoms, and plenty of divas into the spotlight. But few burn it brighter than Alicia Bridges in 1978 with her breakout smash, I Love the Nightlife, Disco Round. Before becoming disco's darling, Bridges took an unlikely path, mastering the vibraphone through Juilliard's prestigious music program on a full scholarship. However, her greatest instrument was her voice, which she refocused on pop music after abandoning her classical studies. The young singer pounded pavement around the nightclubs of Georgia's burgeoning music scene before her big break came through co-writing this genre-defining anthem. Penned specially for her smoky, soulful delivery, I Love the Nightlife encapsulates everything fabulous about disco's heyday. Fat bass lines, swirling strings, and lyrics celebrating the thrill of the dance floor. The timing couldn't be more perfect, as the song spent over 4 months on the Billboard charts, elevating Bridges from an unknown hopeful to the veritable queen of disco seemingly overnight. 4. Come and Get Your Love, Redbone. The band, Redbone, brought a one-of-a-kind sonic stew to the airwaves with their unlikely 1974 chart smash, Come and Get Your Love. Brothers Pat and Lolly Vegas blended their ancestry, Yaqui Shoshone and Mexican Scottish, with a shared passion for music from an early age. Their group Redbone evolved through Native American reservations, biker bars, and dodgy lounge gigs before their blend of swampy blues, Latin, country, and tribal rhythms somehow struck pop gold. Come and Get Your Love became their commercial breakthrough thanks to its carefree hook and the Vegas brothers' soulful crooning. Chart success introduced Redbone's proudly diverse sound to audiences worldwide. However, it also shoehorned them as a novelty, Native American rock ensemble, which led to constant typecasting rather than being viewed as serious musicians. Though Redbone has scored several more minor hits through the 70s, Come and Get Your Love remains both their pop pinnacle and part of their complex legacy of pushing Native American visibility within mainstream music. 5. Hey, Won't You Play? Another Somebody Done Somebody Wrong song. B.J. Thomas. With a long title and jilted storyline, this 1975 country pop crossover was a tongue-in-cheek commentary on the breakup song trend. Co-written by Nashville stalwarts Bobby Braddock and Larry Butler, it was pitched to several artists before B.J. Thomas agreed to record it. Thomas was already a well-known pop R&B singer by this point, but longed for country success. His smooth, nuanced vocals perfectly captured the song's balance of humor and heartache. It quickly raced up the Hot 100 and Hot Country charts simultaneously, granting Thomas not only country legitimacy, but also cementing his one-hit wonder status across genres. 6. Afternoon Delight, Starland Vocal Band. Husband and wife Bill Danoff and Taffy Nivert of Starland Vocal Band penned this sly ode to daytime lovemaking, disguising its risque theme behind lush harmonies. Their bandmate John Carroll later joined as third vocalist, and the trio perfected their blend of pop, folk, and jazz on this breakout smash. Released in 1976, Afternoon Delight spent 2 weeks at #1, despite hints of its scandalous lyrics slipping by censors. Though the suggestive song raised some eyebrows, its catchy melody and the band's sunny harmonies made it a staple of 70s yacht rock. 7. Oh, Child. 5 Stair Steps. 5 Chicago teen siblings, known as the 5 Stair Steps, burst onto the scene with this buoyant, soulful pop tune encouraging listeners to keep their chin up when troubles arise. Released in 1970, post-civil rights era audiences connected deeply with its universal message of hope. Behind the scenes, the 5 Stair Steps struggled through poverty and an abusive stepfather manager. Still, their positive energy and tight family harmonies powered this song up the charts. Though they scored several R&B hits afterward, Oh, Child remains their sole crossover smash.
Someday, yeah, we'll walk in the rays of a beautiful...
8. Turn the Beat Around, Vicki Sue Robinson. Vicki Sue Robinson's infectious dance ode has an unexpected history behind it. Songwriters Peter Jackson and Gerald Jackson originally penned it in 1976, drawing inspiration from the hustle fad. Several artists passed on recording it before disco artist Robinson took a chance. Her vibrant, soulful delivery brought the lyrics to life, selling over 2 million copies. Robinson's career later stalled over disputes with her label. Tragically, she passed away from cancer at age 45 just as Turn the Beat Around sparked a revival through covers by Gloria Estefan and others in the 90s. 9. Seasons in the Sun, Terry Jacks. This melancholic 1974 chart topper is actually a remake. Songwriter Rod McEwen adapted it from French singer Jacques Brel's Le Moribond. Canadian singer Terry Jacks transformed the lengthy tune into a compact ballad by trimming verses and adding a lush string section. The revised version tells the story of a dying man bidding farewell to loved ones. Between its gloomy storyline and Jack's emotional baritone, Seasons in the Sun unexpectedly resonated with early 70s audiences. Though a departure from his popular beach music, the song fittingly caps Jack's one-hit wonder legacy.
We've known
each other since we were 9 or 10.
10. 867-5309 Jenny, Tommy Tutone. This 1981 power pop gem secured one-hit wonder status for the band Tommy Tutone and ongoing notoriety for the phone number it made famous. Songwriter Alex Call grew up with a Jenny whose number ended in the kitschy 5309 sequence. Years later, he incorporated it into this breakup tune about a man struggling to forget a past love who left her number scribbled somewhere. Tommy Tutone's gruff lead singer, Tommy Heath, puts on a bold front, repeatedly crooning Jenny's digits in the chorus over crunching guitars and synths straight from the new wave era. The song was an instant smash, but poor Jennies were soon plagued by endless prank calls. 11. We're an American band. Grand Funk Railroad, Hard Rockers. Grand Funk Railroad took an unusual turn with this 1973 stadium anthem celebrating the rock band lifestyle. Penned by drummer Don Brewer, its autobiographical lyrics offer a behind-the-scenes look at the groupies, partying, and touring that defined 1970s rock excess. Backed by an irresistible shuffle groove and cowbell percussion, We're an American band raised eyebrows over its cheeky references to sex and drugs, but still soared to chapter 1. Though Grand Funk scored several hits prior, they faded into one-hit wonder status as radio gravitated toward heavier bands. 12. The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia. Vicki Lawrence, actress and comedian. Vicki Lawrence took a dramatic turn for her smash 1973 country crossover hit. The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia recounts a tense tale of small-town scandal and revenge surrounding a man named Seth, who's falsely convicted and executed for his sister's murder. Through vivid storytelling and an emotional vocal delivery, Lawrence captured the drama like a classic country tragedy. The song launched her music career with a 2-week stint at #1, far beyond her sole acting vehicle, The Carol Burnett Show.
That's the night that the lights went out in Georgia.
13. My Shirona, Pshat the Knack. In the dying days of disco, California rockers. The Knack blasted into 1979 with this powerhouse new wave pop single. My Shirona stands out for lead singer Doug Fieger's urgent vocals, a wailing guitar riff, and sexually frustrated lyrics inspired by Fieger's real-life teenage crush Shirona. Packaged with a slick music video, its mix of angst and adrenaline provided the perfect storm to dominate charts and revive rock's prominence on American radio. Though the Knack scored a few smaller hits, they faded quickly as new wave evolved. But My Shirona remains etched in history as an iconic relic of everything 1979 rock. That wraps up our list. Were any of these one-hit wonders already on your radar? Let me know in the comments.